Right, this one is congruent shapes. Congruent shapes, so let's write that down. I'm going to do this in black because I don't like the red. So, congruent shapes. And this is, congruent means they are the same. So, for example, this is the same as this. Yeah, use your imagination a little bit, yeah. This is the same as this, but it's not the same as that. Yeah, so that is not congruent to A. So they are the same. Now, if this L shape was on its back, yeah, it's still the same. Or if it's on its edge, it's still the same. So it means that these shapes are the same. And usually it's triangles. And with triangles, you must have conditions. Conditions that prove that the shapes are the same. So let's have a look at what they are. So there's 4 to memorize. 4 to memorize. So if we have a triangle, let's do a triangle there, and we have another triangle there. Now these are, for all intents and purposes, they are congruent, they are identical. I know I'm not drawing them very well, but the first condition is if you say that's 5, 6 and I don't know, 9. Now these won't actually work, these numbers. If you try and draw that triangle again with these set length of sides, you cannot help but draw exactly the same kind of triangle. So when you have 3 sides the same, it's going to be triangle A is congruent to triangle B. So this is called side, side, side. Right, side, side, side is a condition that prove that these 2 triangles are the same. Now we can have another one like this, and I'm trying to draw these the same as each other. Now this one, if you put an angle in there and an angle in there, and you try and redraw this with exactly those same measurements, you will end up drawing exactly the same. So this is another condition that proves that these 2 triangles are the same as each other, and this is angle, side, angle. So we've got 2 now. The third one is going, it doesn't really matter which order you put these letters. The third one is, again, we do 2 congruent triangles, and this time we might have 3, 8, I don't know, 70 degrees, something like this. Now if you draw this one again with those exact measurements, you will end up drawing exactly the same triangle again. And so this is side, angle, side. So there are the 3 conditions that prove these 2 triangles, A and B, A and B, A and B are exactly the same. And the last one, just a wee bit different with the letters. It's pretty much the same as side, angle, side, but this is going to be a right angled triangle, and we'll have 4, oh, let's come up a little bit, 4, 5, 4 and 5. Now because this is a right angled triangle, we're going to use the R for the right angle, and the 5 is the hypotenuse and the 4 is the other side. So there you go. So you have side, 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 angle, side angle, side, and right angle, hypotenuse, and side. So as an example, you might get a question like this, where you have a triangle, and they're a bit sneaky because sometimes they put them upside down, and we've got to prove why these two triangles are the same, or actually work out what the missing things are. So if we call this 44 and 81, and we've got a 7 and a 5, and we've got on this one a 6 and a 5, a Z and a Y, and a 7. Right. The question could be, these two triangles are congruent. Okay, so you know they are the same. Find the missing Y's and Z's. Now, and we can have an X there as well, yeah, so we'll find that side. So because they are the same, but one's been turned upside down, you've got a 7 and a 5, so this X must be equal to 6, because it's on there. And the pointy bit at the top, 44, so Y must be equal to 44 degrees, and Z will be equal to, if we turn this around, the Z is in between the 5 and the 7, so it's over there, so that's what Z is. So what is Z? Now all three angles add up to 180 in a triangle, so if we first of all add 44 and 81 together, we get 125, so Z is 180 minus the 125, which is 55 degrees. 55 degrees. So that's the sort of angle, and they have to say these are congruent to begin with, otherwise you've got no chance. Yeah. So there you go. So that's congruent triangles.